What is going on, guys? It is Fortis here. Okay, so in today's video, we're talking about the new patch 19 released in Star Trek Fleet Command. What is Star Trek Fleet Command? Well, it's a 4X mobile strategy game on iOS and Android for Star Trek. Okay, so patch 19, there is a lot to cover here. First off, we have the Outlaws. So the Outlaws arc kicks off with a new narrative actually featuring Harry, Mudd, Khan, and more than 35 actual new missions, reintroducing commanders to the revamped Augment space. Like, can you believe it, guys? Like, this is a huge thing. So rapid mining, that's the new thing. Rapid mining using the Botany Bay will actually help commanders kind of earn new awesome content in the Augment faction store. This is what everything's been revolved around now. The Augment faction store, including, avatars, missions, 3 new red officers. Looking forward to this one. They also have the full battle pass feature, which is launching, delivering a clearer UI through which players may collect rewards while they traverse through the adventures in all of these monthly events which are coming up. So now, through the battle pass, you will have the chance to unlock epic officers such as Harry, Mudd, through milestones and of course events. Okay, so let's talk about new officers here. With the Outlaws, the developers are introducing 4 new officers, 1 epic and 3 rare, that can be obtained throughout the event. First off, we have epic Harry Mudd as part of the Outlaw group. His captain ability, the ultimate con, reduce opponent's damage by 1 round every time you're hit. This is for Armadas only, so not Borg Armadas, regular Armadas. So second ability, down but never out. Increase all damage significantly when your shields are depleted. Now this is really going to be, but think about it as part of your group. Like, don't take these officers for granted. Think of the synergies that could be involved. This could be huge. Okay, so let's move on to the Augment faction store content. So a fresh new Augment store is right in for us. So here's a quick summary of the updated content. So we have the Augment Officer bundles, 3 rare Augment Officers available via recruit packs for Augment credits alongside existing Augment Officers. Next is Plutonium bundles to showcase when players really unlock that next tier. Then we have bundles that improve clarity around when you have acquired all the Plutonium for all the tiers. So check this out in the faction store. Blueprints for hijacked Mayflower, D3, and of course the Legionary. These are all ships for level 27 plus, so this is a huge update for the level 27s, all those hijacked ships right there. Also a big one, exchange Augment credits for those hijacked ships. This is a truly permanent way to have those hijacked ships. I'm talking about you, Deuce. You won't be the only one with a hijacked ship no more, that's for sure. Okay, so let's talk about the new avatars. So there's going to be epic Khan avatars, and of course those rare Augment faction symbols, which will be available in the event store, which is and of course events. So I'm really looking forward to this. New mission bundles containing 5 Outlaw side missions. So again, a really good update. New narrative and side missions, where players can actually work alongside Harry friggin' Mudd. I am so looking forward to this, really looking forward to this. So I mean, that's crazy, right? So now let's move on to rapid data mining and the buffed Botany Bay ship, because I know people have a lot of questions about this. Rapid mining is a new gameplay activity feature which is actually exclusive to Augment space. That's that yellow space down on the galaxy map. So using an upgraded Botany Bay, data mining will become greatly increased. So we're talking about, roughly 7 to 15 seconds per node. Rapid mining is kind of like the avenue through which corrupted data is earned. So I mean, if you have been data mining for a while, you know this. If not, then this is completely new to you. But so let's move on to the new free and of course premium outlaw missions, which actually feature Khan and of course Harry Mudd. So these core outlaw narrative missions kind of bring back Khan and of course introduce Harry Mudd. Now officers will work alongside Mudd for core missions and of course those side missions. Now here is one important thing for you to know. So half of the core missions will be claimable upon login when you enter the gift section, so keep checking that. And the other half will of course be claimable with the mission tokens gained through milestone 3 in the free battle pass track. So keep an eye out for the battle pass track. So essentially the 3 sets of the 5 missions, essentially 15 in total. So there's going to be a lot of new missions here. So 2 sets of those will be claimable with mission tokens gained through milestone 6 and 8 in the free battle pass track. So keep an eye out for that too. And of course the 1 set will be available for purchase from the Augment faction store. Okay, so the thing you've been waiting for, introducing the battle pass. Let's go into it in more detail here. So with the new update, the developers have brought a kind of newer, what they're describing as a more exciting pass feature. I'll leave that up to you guys, whether you think that is true or not. So think back to the Borg Arc. The Borg Arc kind of introduced this long form battle pass event with kind of, tons of new content, which was available to us. The developers had an amazing response to these events from the community. So props to the community for doing that. And kind of due to the popularity in the last phase of the Borg Arc, they kind of added a brand new UI in the events tab. So check out the events tab and gain access to all of that battle content all in one place to make it easier for you to use in the event store. So this battle pass that we're talking about, it's going to be available for major events, and you'll use it to unlock resources, materials, ship blueprints, and kind of much more. So this is kind of crazy, and so this will be introduced pretty soon, so keep a lookout for that too. So again, let's talk about improvements here. So in particular, data nodes, we're not kind of respawning in Augment space, so they kind of added a bunch of those. Kind of pros and cons to this. So this is what the developers actually said. So they said, kind of in particular, certain nodes were not respawning in Augment space, particularly Yada. I'm going to talk about Yada in a second. So the developers kind of understood that this was an issue for players, and while they kind of took this feedback, they kind of improved Yada in a way. So this was, let me kind of explain this. So the developers kind of tasked us with a task, the content creators and the mods. So we kind of worked tirelessly to kind of track each node on every server in Augment space, in data space. So we kind of fed that data back to the developers, and they kind of knew which nodes were kind of out of action and which ones to fix. So this was a project which we worked on, and it did go back a long way. So we've been working on this for a couple of months now, weeks, months. So the fact is that developers have fixed this, and they fixed a bunch of stuff. But people are actually hitting back at the Yada system, because if you take a look at Yada, a bunch of the nodes, so back in the day, back before this update, the Yada nodes had huge data refines, and now they're only down to like 3,600. So this is a huge decrease. So it's really not great. Like, you can't stay on these nodes for long, like 7 seconds, I think, 15 to 7 seconds before you have to reset. So again, this is not great. Maybe they'll fix this. Maybe they'll take the player feedback and they'll introduce higher nodes there in Yada. Who knows? Like, it's all down to you guys, the community. So complain if you want to complain. Like, go onto the STFC Discord and complain and get your voice heard. So again, I want to thank the community for flagging a whole bunch of stuff and issues for us, to the content creators, because without you guys, like stuff like this wouldn't happen. So thank you again, and everyone, basically stay safe out there and continue to play Star Trek Fleet Command. And yeah, hope you have a great day, guys, and stay safe. All right, see you guys.